Because as a African American man, as a black man in America, America, especially within church culture and evangelicalism, has been divisive, specifically politically.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when you move into the Reformed camps and categories, or even Southern Baptists, it's like those tend to be the people who would be typecast as the more non-inclusive, ethnically aware of what's happening in culture and society.
When you tried to bring the issue of, hey, there's a second America that is happening in concentrated poverty areas that is marked by a particular racial group. And we need to, as Christians, have a theology that deals with that. When you brought that to the, when we, and I'm saying you, I mean people in general, when we tried to bring that to the table, that's when there seemed to be the friction that and then it was questions of, hey, what do you think that we brought you in here to do? I think when that happened, you, my brother, and others had an awakening that oh my gosh, we don't all mean the same thing by justice. We don't all mean the same thing by about how the gospel is pervasive and can go into all the nooks and crannies of this world and that's what I mean by I want to see racism end, is that the gospel has something to say with partiality on racial lines. Heaven is a place where racism doesn't exist. So racism should not be something that we would tolerate within his kingdom here. Our inability to do that, to have these conversations, my sort of wanting to be done with them. Go look it up yourself. Those kinds of things are anti-Christian to me. So for me, it became very important for me to love my evangelical brothers and sisters who I thought were in error, while I would tell them the truth. But I was on the road with folks having conversations. We would get a fire pit outside the tour bus and would talk for hours, and we would cry together. And we would anchor it in the gospel and what God was doing and what our hope was. And I want to live in the gospel hope of reconciliation, not just simply the truth about the current state of dysregulation between people.